I added so much to my Minecraft mod, it's not even funny. When boating around the ocean, you'll occasionally find these dome structures. There's not too much in them, they just contain a chest, but it is a cool area to build a base if you want to. The city was also updated heavily, with 3 more buildings that could be found around the place. And additionally, there's an ultra rare building that can also be found. And that structure is the Space Needle. When you enter inside, you'll find the usual rent blocks, but if you climb all the way to the top, you'll see 3 blocks of gold and a diamond block waiting for you. There's also another secret in this structure, but I won't spoil that. When exploring underground, you may find these abandoned wooden houses. These houses come in many different shapes and sizes, and they all contain a chest. Notice the covalency gemstone, the Kunk, and the opium seeds. We will grab all of this. Opium is very important. Plant it like you would any other crop. It grows pretty fast. Harvest this like normal. You'll get opium seeds back, and you'll also hopefully get opium pods. Hold on to these and wait until night. In the city biomes at night, you'll find hobos. When you right click on them, you'll be able to sell your opium. But be careful, because selling opium to hobos is a chance for them to turn into undercover cops. These cops run extremely fast, and are hostile and have a ton of health. There's some new treasures to be found underground. Money ore spawns under city biomes and gives you dollars when mined. This is another way to collect money before you buy an apartment. You can also find a Kunk. This is the same stuff we found in the chest earlier. Hold on to this because it'll be important later. There's also sulfur ore, which drops gunpowder when broken. When running around, you have a chance to get the sweaty effect. The sweaty effect does something to you, but I'll let you figure that out when you download the mod. There is a way to get rid of it, however. It's called soap. Crafting soap requires 1 fat, 2 sugar, and a sunflower. Right-click with the soap and it will remove the effect. And it will take some durability off the soap. Collect a bunch of mystery meat and then eat it. This way you'll collect a ton of poop. Make poop blocks in the crafting table, and use 4 poop blocks and a paper to make the poop-infused specialized tool bench crate to make early game more fun. Place this down. Right-click and it'll open up this UI. Put 4 oak planks in a crafting table to make a wooden ring. Make a few of these. With 9 sugar, you can make a jawbreaker. Jawbreakers are kind of like craftable obsidian. They take forever to mine and have high blast resistance. Make 3 more of these for a total of 4. Inside the early game tool table, if you input 1 wooden ring and 4 jawbreakers around it and hit craft, you will get the sped ring. And the sped ring does exactly what it says. When held in your offhand, you'll be able to sprint way faster because you'll be given speed 3. This will hopefully aid adventurers. With 4 poop blocks in 1 wooden ring, you'll craft ringworm. If you hit shift while holding the ringworm, it'll give you the regretful effect. And when the regretful effect expires, you'll poop. Hold shift again to poop instantly. With 3 string, an iron ingot, and a paper, you'll get the catheter. Using the catheter, you can remove pee from mobs. Just hit them with the catheter. But don't swim in it. I was really low. Oops. Put the pee in a bucket. Now in the early game tool table, combine 2 pee buckets and 2 beds and a wooden ring. Hit craft and you will get the home ring. If you left click while holding the home ring, you will save your location. Now to say you're off adventuring at who knows where and you want to get back to your base, just right click and you're back. Although it has very limited durability. Now for the next tier of rings, you're going to want to make them out of gold instead. And you're also going to want to keep looking in those underground shacks so you can collect the covalence gems. I am not going to read out their names. For the first ring, add a gold ring with the blue covalence gem and 3 salt around it. Hit craft and you'll get the ring. The ring has knockback 10, so it'll instantly punch any enemy and send it go flying. Very strong for crowd control. With the toxic covalency gem, a golden ring, 2 acid cells, and pea crystals, which you get from crystallized pea, you can make the toxic ring. When right-clicked, it poisons all enemies in a 20-block radius. Very high range. The poison is also at a very high level, at level 3. With a saturated covalence gem, a golden ring, and 3 beetle scales, you get the itchy ring. When you right-click with the itchy ring, it will summon a friendly beetle. You can do this 64 times before the ring breaks. These guys are automatically tamed, so they will always follow you. Just punch at an enemy and look at them go. They do a lot of damage too, so they're pretty effective. It doesn't look like it though, because the undercover cop has 40 health. Oh my gosh, I lost my showcase area again. I'm going to lose it. But yeah, the beetles are pretty strong. Just look at them go. Causing a frenzy. Although keep in mind, after their spawns, they die after about 2,000 ticks. So they're not going to be around forever. The final ring on the list requires a wooden ring instead of a golden one. and all 3 covalency gems, as well as a gel to, glue them all together. Doing this rewards you with the crusty, agreeable, itchy, zealous, saturated, attractive, lively, fierce, polite, mysterious, clumsy, nimble, jealous, smelly, toxic ring. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Right-clicking on it will activate a randomized effect, like spawning a pig, or curing me, I forgot what that did, or damaging me. Saying that, or dirt. But yeah, that's technically an item. I don't know why you would make this unless you want a lot of dirt and pigs. Now what's the deal with that Kunk we found underground? Kunk actually has 7 levels. Tarnished is the lowest, which is what we have right now. By putting it into a Kunk modifier, we can actually change its level. As you can see, we got Cloudy Kunk from a Tarnished Kunk. Every time you place down a Kunk modifier, it saves an internal value, and depending on what that value is, and depending on what type of Kunk you put into the modifier, will decide your output. So if I put in a Cloudy Kunk in this modifier, I get Greasy, which means it actually devolved. But if I put Greasy in here, I get Cloudy, so it evolved again. So this one's actually just going to get me stuck in a loop. Eventually, you'll get a Kunk modifier that can turn Cloudy Kunk into Clean Kunk. This is the highest level you can get from a Kunk modifier, and you actually cannot modify this further within one of these, because you're actually going to need a Kunk aggregator instead. There's a lot going on here, so try to stay with me. Depending on what you put in the aggregate slot depends on what your output is. As you can see, I got nothing with iron boots and a poop. Now at this point, I want you to beware, because the Kunk aggregator is made to be experimented with, and I don't want to spoil the correct aggregators for you. So skip ahead if you don't want to see that, so you can experiment with the mod when it comes out. Alright, now that no one skipped ahead, we can finally get started. Firstly, input soap and a water bottle into your aggregate slot, and then a Clean Kunk as the catalyst. This will give you Pure Kunk as your result, and a glass bottle as the waste. To evolve the Pure Kunk further, input redstone and a blue covalence gemstone. This will give you Intelligent Kunk as the result, and Toxic Covalency Gemstone as your waste. And if you want to evolve this further, input Holy Water and a Blessed Embryo as the aggregate, and Intelligent Kunk as the catalyst. This will give you Immaculate Kunk and a glass bottle. Immaculate Kunk is the highest tier, except Intelligent and Pure are going to have its own uses too. Although unfortunately, all the Kunks are featureless right now. I have some planned features on the way, but if you guys have any ideas on what it should do, please leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to read them, and I might even add your idea, because you guys do come up with some good stuff. The hobos and undercover cops were an idea. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, join my Discord, follow my Twitter, play industrial basis, visit my website, and goodbye.